Talk if you in the dark, you may not understand. Everything I do it in a boss way. Everything I do it in a boss way. Everything I do, boss way. Everything I do it in a boss way. Oh my, 'cause I'm a boss. 'Cause I'm a boss. Hello, hello, everybody. As you come in, I hope you felt the boss way. If you are here today, I would love, love, love for everyone to come off chat for a second, come off of mute for a second, and let's just have a candid conversation for the next 4 minutes before everyone comes in. We have quite a few people registered, and I'm approving all of the note-taking apps that are coming in as well. Hello, 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 everyone. I'm so glad that you are here. And we're going to give people another 4 minutes to actually come on in. So while I'm waiting, if you want to drop in the chat, and I'm going to share my screen so you can see what I'm going to have you to share. If you can drop in the chat, well, if it will let me. Hopefully everybody sees my screen. Drop in the chat your name, your business name, where you're from, and your website or social media link. Again, your name, your business name, where you're from, your website, and your social media link. Today is going to be live, and we are recording because there's some people that are looking for the recording that comes after. I am so excited that everyone is here today, and we will get started in literally another 2 or 3 minutes. It's coming in hot. I see a couple of people, and I first want to just say hello to all of my peeps from the Black in Business that are on this call. Joining in from the Goldman and Sachs program, but we also have some local Tolsons. So the reason for the chat and for us to communicate with each other is there are people all over the US on this call today. So I want them to know where you are from, where you came from, and I'm going to shout out a couple of people so we know that there are real people here. First person coming in hot that I see is LaKenya Johnson, who's a part of the Black in Business. She's a part of group GG31 is what we call it.
Yes.
She's a speech, and I'm gonna let her say that, and she put her link. LaKenya, tell people where you're from and what you do.
Hi, everybody. As she said, I'm a part of Crystal's Growth Group 31 with Black in Business, 1 Million Black Women cohort. I am a Southern girl at heart, so I'm a Louisiana native. My business, Speech and Lanyap, we provide speech and language therapy services to school districts across 6 states is where I'm currently licensed, but we can do more. And so I'm happy to be here.
So glad that you are here, Miss LaKenya. Next, I have Barbara Pound from Randolph, New Jersey, and she has a ministry. Hello, Miss Barbara. I see you're from New Jersey. I
Yes,
don't
hi,
see a
Crystal.
link. I don't
You,
see you yet.
oh, for me for the video?
Yeah, you don't. Yes, I
Yeah,
don't.
well,
I don't have to see it, but
yeah, my
yeah.
camera doesn't work really well because I'm short. So see, it's I'm here. Yeah, I have to.
Hello, Miss Barbara.
We haven't figured it out. I have a big monitor because I'm older, so I got to see better. But you know how that goes. So, but here, I'll
Yes.
try to angle, and then all the things in the back because I'm recovering from my third major surgery in 2 years. So we have all these welcome signs for my daughter. But anyhow, yes. So thank you, Crystal, for helping me get on. And I know Judy Scoville. So Yes.
Well,
So
thank you for being here, and I am so glad to meet you and know more about you. We're going to talk more to everyone at the end. I do want to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to do one more shout out. It's the third person that got logged in, and that is Katina Walker. She is local here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, repping for the Black Wall Street. And I am so glad that everyone is here. Miss Barbara, I'm glad you're here. I see Jewel, I see Warnisha, LaKenya, Claudia, Kibi. I see so many people that I know. Miss Alicia Andrews. Thank you for tuning in today. For you all that don't know, Miss Alicia Andrews is a representative of the Democratic Party in Tulsa, Oklahoma. So, y'all, we got some, I don't even like to call them that word. We got some amazing people on this call. I was going to say something else. We're not using that word. So, today I'm going to dive right in because there is a lot I want to teach you in this hour. So,
I just
I'm
wanted to
just
say
going to
one thing. I'm sorry before you get going, if that's okay.
uh-huh,
Um, I had a business for 27 years, and
uh-huh.
we did struggle with, I'm very happy to hear about this. We did struggle. We had WordPress, and it really becomes quite an elephant to work on, and even that one is better than some of the other ones that were out there. So that's why I'm very interested in hearing what you have to say, because thank God for technology too. It's come a long way. I'm looking forward to
Technology
this.
has.
I just wanted to say that. Yeah.
Thank you. And yes, technology has come a long way. So today I'm going to be teaching you all a lot of techniques to be able to use three things. And we're going to get into building the website in 15 minutes, but I want to get you all to the basics first, and then we'll go into the larger things. We'll get into the 15-minute website. And when I say 15 minutes, I truly mean less than 15 minutes. What will take the longest is having your concept. And then once you have your concept, which we're still going to do that all in 15 minutes, but I want to build the basis first and go from there. So again, my name is Crystal Ifakoya. I am the CEO of Boss Encounters, where we help to bring business to you. We offer affordable website design and all the things. And the reason why I'm showing you this today is so that you don't have to pay those overly priced prices for a basic website. If you're paying a whole bunch for a basic website, you've probably been ripped off. But even if you did, there are other things that we can help you with to make sure that you are where you are and where you need to be. So again, if you're just coming in, if you can drop in the chat your name, your business name, where you're from, and your website or social media link. And I'll be doing shout outs throughout this. So I am so glad that you all are here. I see Miss Claudia is online. She is our Jamaican cuisine caterer, and she's amazing. Miss Jewel has a flower shop in Dallas, Texas. So if you're looking for someone doing amazing things, there are women on this call that are doing some amazing things. So today, I want to tell you a little bit about my own story. I was a single mother looking to make extra money, and I started building websites as a hobby. I have a master's in accounting, so far left from what I used to do. But with that, I also have a bachelor's in business management, and I started my business back in 2018. Of course, for many of you all, if you didn't know, I am born and raised in Tulsa, Oklahoma, home of the Black Wall Street. And I'm also an author. I'm a founder of a nonprofit, the president of ATD, and I'm also an adjunct instructor for a local Tulsa Tech. So I teach tech all day long to all kinds of people. So since I teach it, I said I want to be a blessing to some people, especially in this holiday season. So the things that we are going to go over today is the objectives, of course, explain what, where, and why of the website, where to get a domain, where to get hosting, where to build website, and what's next. And then we're going to end with questions and answers. The quicker I can get through it, the more questions I can answer at the end. So I'm going to try to get through this, the 15-minute part, as soon as possible, but we do have to build the foundation. Foundation is everything. So with the foundation, we're going to talk about what is a website. A website is like a house. And if you didn't know that, you're about to learn something that will probably change your life for the rest of your life. When you start to think about a website, it is like thinking about a house. A website is equivalent. These are the website. What on the left you'll see the website, and then on the right you will see with the house, and then we'll go over the description. So you will hear the term domain. When you hear the term domain, that's equivalent to the address that you have if you have a house. The domain is what you need in order for your website to, or your house to even be seen. You can't be found if you don't have an address. Think of GPS. When you think of GPS, you have to have an address to put into GPS for it to locate you. After there's an address, you also have to have hosting. Hosting is equivalent to the land the house sits on. And the address can be in any neighborhood. The features and amenities depends on the neighborhood or the host company you choose. So you can have any neighborhood you want. But again, depending on the neighborhood that you want, that's the price that you're going to pay. And some neighborhoods are overpriced. And we're not going to talk about those today because I am recording and some of you may have these services. So I'm not trying to make anyone feel any type of way. I'm going to just tell you some best practices I have found in my research of years and years of doing websites. Of course, a website is equivalent to your house, and it can look any way you desire. You can have a big house, you can have a shack house, you can have a mobile house. It's all up to you. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure it's something you can live with and live in. And of course, the mailbox is equivalent to like an email, and the pages are equivalent to rooms. And just like a house needs maintenance, like getting your lawn cut and doing the inspections and getting all of the security, and maybe you need other things, just like that, you also need website maintenance. And with both, neither one are free. So I just want you to keep that in mind when you think about where you are right now. So here's some facts about a website. You have to have all three for it to work. All three, meaning you have to have hosting, you have to have a domain, and you have to have a website in order for people to see it out there. So you can build a website for free, and there are lots of apps out there that will show you how. If you're looking for those sources and those resources, all you have to do is go to ChatGPT and type in I am looking for a free domain or I'm looking for free hosting. But keep in mind, what you pay for is what you get. And free and cheap may still cost you in the end. It may be free to start, and then the prices double or quadruple after 3 or 4 years. So the services that you're going to learn today are going to be services that will help you into your future. I use a platform called WordPress. And for some of you all, that may be scary. For others of you, you may already use WordPress. But today we're going to dive in a different way and make sure that you fully understand what it looks like when you use WordPress plus AI, because that's basically what we're going to be using today. We're going to use WordPress plus AI to build a website. So any of you that have used WordPress in the past, it may have been hard, but for perfect purposes of this, we're going to simplify that process. Now I need to hide my menu. Hopefully everyone can see the screen. And you will see there is a link on here for you all that need hosting. This hosting site I'm about to go to, I'm also going to drop it in the chat. And if you save the chat, you'll be able to use this at a later time. But we're going to dive right in and start looking at what it looks like to actually use this website. And then, like I promised, I'm going to drop it in the chat so that you can also follow along. So for you all that already have hosting, that is totally fine. If you do have questions, if you can hold them to the end, or you can also drop them in the chat and I will read them at the end as well. I just dropped in the chat my hosting link. Now, this will give you an additional 20% off of the normal prices. So the prices that you see here, it's going to be should be an additional 20% off of whatever you see. And right now they have a Black Friday sale. It's good for 9 more hours. So hopefully you get signed up before it goes back up if you're looking for hosting. Even if you already have previous hosting, when you see this price, it is amazing. Now you'll see there's 3 different types. The one I highly recommend is the business. And the reason why I highly recommend the business is because it gives you daily backups and you get more amenities like 5 mailboxes per website that you set up, and it's free for the first year. Now, when choosing this plan, I'm going to tell you, the more time that you buy up front, the more discounts you get. And when you all see these prices, it's going to make sense as to why I'm offering this service. Hold on, y'all. It's coming up. Of course, my computer is running slow because I got 1,000,001 things up, but we're going to get everything situated. Okay, as you see here, we have 48 months. 48 months right now, that's 4 years of hosting. This includes your professional email, your domain for the first year, and your hosting for 4 years. Again, the domain is only for the first year, but every year after that, it's like $16. So for less than $200, you could have hosting for an entire 4 years. The regular price of this will be $1,081.75. But you can get all of this because it's Black Friday for $105.60. 48 months. You guys, this is not a gimmick. I've used this company for years. Now, after the 48 months, the price does go up to $18.95 per month. That's still less than 20. But in 4 years, if your business isn't working, again, keep in mind, I'm sure something will come along. You could just trade over your hosting to and migrate your hosting to another company. It's just that simple. And I can show you tips on how to get that done. So even when it looks like it's a lot, 105 for 48 months is amazing. Now, let's say you only wanted to do it for 12 months. At 12 months, you would pay $36. That would get you through the first year. $36 for 12 months. That's still amazing. And then I will show you the monthly just for those. If you paid monthly right now, it would be $13.95 plus you would have a $4.99 setup fee. So realistically, why pay for 1 month when you can have 48 months for $105? So you see the discounts, you see the pricing, and I dropped in the chat how much it costs. So for you all that are interested in a website, that is something that you can use. Oh my gosh, I currently pay $400 with HostGator. Oh yeah. When I say and what you get for the pricing, and being able to build a website on their platform, a WordPress website, not have to pay extra, because if you went through a company called GoDaddy, you would have to pay extra for hosting just to go through WordPress. But we won't get into them. We're not here to bash other people. We're just showing you the discounts and the savings that you can have. Today, I will not be showing you how to set this up. Today, I just want to show you what it would look like when you actually officially do set it up. So I'm going to log into my actual account. And this, I need for someone to time me from this point. And we'll say I still need to get into the account. So we'll say 4:20 is when the official time is going to start. From start to finish, someone time me to see if we actually get this done in 15 minutes. So, but again, we're not quite starting yet. The first thing I need to do is to make sure that I am setting up the website. So I'm going to start and add a website. Oh no, I hope my internet doesn't give me problems trying to get this done today. Let's go. Pay no attention to all the other accounts that you see in here. I manage several. So yours won't quite look like this. I manage several different accounts and I'm trying to get to the bottom so it doesn't show all of their accounts. But again, this could be you. And what I love about all the things that I do is that it does allow for you to add additional websites. So right here, I have the choice of adding an AI website, or I could do a website builder that comes natural. They have some other tools if you're a developer, but again, that's very high tech and we're doing very low tech. Just plug and play. Let's get it done. So now it's going to bring you to a screen like this, and I'm just going to put in a password to be able to design. And with this part, normally I would do this, but I'm skipping this because I want to create a blank site and I'm going to use a temporary domain. So now we're ready to start. Now that the hosting, and usually when you set up your hosting, you'll have the same process. I'm using a temporary website today just for purposes of showing you what it's going to look like. And then what we're going to do is actually log in and build out a website from beginning to end. So is there anyone on here? Yes, if you already have domains through GoDaddy, if you have this hosting plan, you could just connect them. Because, like I said, domain, hosting, and website, you need all three, but they don't all three have to be on the same platform. They can be in three different places. Hostinger does allow for all three of those to be in the same place, but you don't necessarily have to do that. So, I need a business idea. Someone on the call want to give me a business idea for today? Drop it in the chat if you have an idea so that I can use that to follow through for the next 15 minutes. Anyone? Anyone at all? Public speaking. I love it. Okay, so we're going to create a public speaking website. So I've already logged into ZipWP. You will have to create an account. But once you create an account, it will allow you. Your current team is on the free plan, which allows a generation of up to 2 websites. You've generated all 2 websites. Okay, so in this particular account, I've already maxed it out, but this is where it gets interesting. Hush, everyone. Don't tell anyone my secret. So I'm logging out and I'm logging into another account. Again, you're going to go to zipwp.com or you could go to app.zipwp.com. You see it at the top. And I'm going to log into an account. And when I log into this account, with this one, I have another free website. So we're about to build this website. Now, there's a couple of ways that you could do it. I'm going to do it this simple way because we're trying to get within the 15 minutes. So the clock started at 4:20. So the name of the website is Public Speaking for Alicia. That's what we're going to use. We're going to roll with it. And now we get to decide what type of business it is. This sounds like it's an entrepreneur. And now we're just going to go to next. So here, I'm going to type public speaking for Alicia. And her services is campaigning, entrepreneurship, and consulting. We'll use that as well. And consulting. Again, I'm not being politically correct. I'm typing words wrong. It's going to capture all of this stuff. We love helping people to grow. And I'm going to ask AI to improve this. And it says Public Speaking for Alicia is a dynamic consulting service dedicated to empowering entrepreneurs and individuals through effective communication training based in a vibrant community. Alicia specializes in campaigning and consulting to help clients articulate their visions and achieve their goals. With a passion for fostering personal and professional growth, she provides tailored workshops and one-on-one coaching sessions that are designed to book confidence and public speaking skills since its inception. Public Speaking for Alicia has become a trusted partner for those seeking to enhance their influence and connect with their audience. I didn't go anywhere. This is built into the app, Miss Barbara. So the question was, where did you go to get the AI here? It is zipwp.com. And if you look up here in the address bar, it gives you ZipWP. The only part you need is this that I just highlighted, zipwp.com. Now, we need an address, and we're going to say info at Alicia Public Speaking.com, because that's going to be the website. The phone number is going to be 918-999-1111. And then the address, we're just going to say in Tulsa, Oklahoma. We don't have any social media, but if you did have your social media, you can connect your Facebook, your Twitter, your Instagram, your LinkedIn, your YouTube, your Google My Business, and your Yelp. So these are all the things that you can connect. And if you have a real address, you can put that in as well. Now we're going to go next. And we need to pick out some pictures. So I think I want to go with something that kind of looks like the person that is going to be doing the speaking. I kind of like this. It shows an audience. Well, since it already has this person speaking, we'll go with that person. Oh, they got some few fave people in here as well. And since it's all about public speaking, we're just going to have a whole bunch of mics. So the color will be purple. We're going to go with those purples, those blues, those dark colors, because that's kind of the theme that we're going with. Now, it does get a little weird sometimes when doing this, and it's about to say too many attempts, which it just popped up on the screen. I'm so used to it at this point. But you don't have to. You can also upload your own pictures. You can upload any picture that you want. But since we went with Alicia and Alicia looks a certain way, I'm going to try to pick pictures that have that dark look so it's kind of consistent. But I also want to look for a Black woman speaking. So I'm going to see if it will help. It may or may not. And you may not want to get that specific. Again, this is just for purposes of this. But look at this. It has all these women. She looks exactly the same. Now, I would say a good rule of thumb is to at least have anywhere from 12 to 20 pictures, because you want pictures on each page. But again, I'm trying to stick with pictures that kind of fit the theme. And since we're going with the purple, I'm going with all this lady. Like, all of her pictures are here. So we're just going to use her for all of them. 15 is a great number. I kind of like that silhouette. Where did that silhouette go? It was just there. There. Okay, so I think I have enough. Oh, I don't want to end on 16, so I need one more picture. We'll use her. Okay. 17 is a great number. Now, it's going to give you two options. You'll have a block editor and Elementor. I highly recommend Elementor. Why? Because it is a great block to be able to use. Now, again, they have premium, but we're going to use the free. We're not paying for any of this because we already paid $105 for our hosting for 4 years. Now, if you do the math on that, that's less than $2.75 per month. You can't get it any cheaper than that. So in this particular case, when I look at this, there's all kinds of websites, but honestly, I like this one right here. And I really like the color purple, so I'm gonna go with that. And if I wanted to upload my logo, I can upload my logo right here. But I also want to look at the different colors and the different types of ways, the font styles that they have. I want it to have a little flair. I think I like this one. Yep, that's the one I like. Okay, so empowering your voice elevates your impact. So now I'm just going to hit this button. Now, it has some built-in features that you can already install right there on the spot. It has a blog. It naturally comes, if it's grayed out like this, it naturally comes in there. You have your blog, your page builder, your contact form, your SEO and search visibility. It has automations and integrations. We're going to do e-commerce. We're also going to do the booking site. And then it has a free live chat. So we're going to do all of them. Since it's free and it's already saying that it comes with it, we might as well get them all. And now we have all of we're going to check all of our information, and we're going to start building. Now, guys, I told y'all it was going to take less than 15 minutes, but I think I've set the bar really high at this point because we're almost just about finished. Now, there are a few more steps that we're going to get into, but when you think of building a website from scratch with no experience, what I just did was something that you can do on your own whenever you are ready. You can build a website and spin it up in less than a few minutes, less than 15 minutes. This is truly what we're looking at. And I'm going to move my bar up top. It's at 90%, so we still got some ways to go. So we're just going to keep waiting. Every once in a while, it gets hung up right here, but we're hoping that's not the case. Drop in the chat if you have any other questions thus far, or if what your thoughts are as far as the process that we went through already. Oh, we're at 100%. And just like that, we have a website. Let's go see what our website looks like. Let's see what it says. Public speaking for Alicia. Transforming your public speaking. Unlock your potential through tailored communication, coaching, and workshop with Alicia's expert guidance. Get started. Discover your communication potential, workshops, coaching, and consulting. Empowering individuals through communication. Alicia's coaching, it even has a testimonial. Why choose public speaking for Alicia? Her tailored experience, and you can learn more. Community focus, elevate your skills today, and you can get started. And it takes you to these pages. It has an about page, empowering your voice, empowering individuals through communication. Everything is pretty much in line to where it should be. It has our core values. Oh my goodness. Elevate your skills today. Let's see what the offerings page looks like. Our services. Discover your communication potential, workshops, coaching, consulting. It has some more testimonials. And then why to choose it. Y'all, I don't know about you, but it doesn't get much better than that. Now, it even has a few blogs. Now, these are not real blogs. It's just giving you some ideas of what a blog could look like. So for you, you would be able to utilize that. And then it also attached a shop, and it has items in here that you can click on, add to your shop, do all the things. So it already has the store set up and ready to go for you. You would just drop your real products in there. And then it has get in touch. Here, we're here to assist, your phone number, your address. It has all of your social media links and a way for people to actually reach out to you. Now, and a get started. After we've done this step, there is a few final more touches. So we built this in ZipWP. So we have to get it over to your actual website. So the website was built within 15 minutes. We started at 420 and it's 435, but now we need to get the actual website over to your website. So we have to install a plugin because this is only good for 24 hours and the clock is already ticking. So we're going to install a plugin on here so we can migrate it from this temporary website to your real website. And it's through a tool called WP Vivid. So I'm going to install this as a plugin, and we're going to hit install, and we're going to activate. Once we activate, it's going to bring it up on the screen, and you're going to hit backup. We're going to wait for this to back up, and then after it backs it up, we are going to export it to your computer and then upload it to your actual website. So now I'm going to hit download and then download again. It is now downloading this to this computer. And while I'm waiting on it to download, remember this screen that came up? It actually has your login information. Let me hide my chat. And I see there's lots of questions. Okay, this is really good. So far, easy, good, nice. How complicated would it be to transition to a different hosting platform? Okay, I will give you all these answers after I finish this. This is amazing. Not my business, but the ease of this. Thank you for this workshop. How would this work for a ministry? Okay, I'm going to get to all of these questions. Let me show you this final step in this part. So it gives you login credentials and you're going to need this. So we're going to copy that. And now I'm going to come over here. So from there, we need to go to our hosting. And this is our temp website that we built. We now have to upload our website we built with ZipWP here. So you're going to add a plugin. And WP Vivid. Again, we're going to, let me hide this floating, install WP, and we're going to activate. And instead of backup, this time we're going to hit upload. And we're going to select the file. And we're going to hit upload. So now it is uploading this to the actual website. And once it's fully uploaded, we have to restore it. Once we restore it, then it's going to wipe away the old login information. So we have to put in the new login information. And then you probably want to create you another user. Now, the awesome part about this is the login information is also emailed to you. So you will know that it is a real login, but you only can use it for 24 hours. So it's very important that as soon as you design the website, you go ahead and you transfer it over to your actual thing. So it takes a few minutes. So while I'm waiting for this to come up, I will answer some of the questions that came up. Okay, so okay, as far as transferring from your hosting to another platform, the biggest thing is installing the hosting first and then transferring over your domain. Once you transfer over your domain, you can transfer the site over. And what I love about Hostinger it has a migration process, so you wouldn't have to do anything with your current website before you bring it over. It will even migrate your email. So it's amazing. Hostinger has made it super simple to transfer hosting companies. Another reason why I love them. As far as how would this work with a ministry, you would just put in your ministry information and all of the links that you would need, you would still be able to use. Okay, so with this, now we have this part and it says restore. So I'm just going to hit the restore button and we're going to hit restore and we're going to hit OK. Yes, you can have multiple administrators on your website. And I'm about to show you that as soon as I get in. And you can even limit the things that the administrators do or limit the access that someone has on your website. So say you don't want them to be able to do everything, you just want them to edit or you just want them to work on a specific page. There are tools that you can download and they complement what you already have on this website. We're at 92%. We're almost there. As soon as it finishes, it is going to pull up some it's going to shut the website down because it took on the new administrative email, but you can easily transfer that back. And I'll be showing you how to add more administrators into your account as well. We're almost there. We're at 95%. Yes, if you save it on your computer, once you download it to your computer, you can upload it to another computer whenever you get ready. That file is yours as long as you have access to that download file. And people have done that, and I brought up other websites later, a couple of months later, as long as you download it, but you do have to download it in order for the website to be seen out there for other people. Once you download it and you use that code, you're in. You're good as gold. And I even use some of the templates that I get. I'll take those same websites and use those as templates to just go in and update a page or update a figure or update a picture or update a section without having to redo a whole website. So if I know I have a public speaker, now I can use this template for anyone that's a public speaker. So now I have different types of websites that I can show to people. Now is where I have to drop in my codes to be able to use. And I had already saved them, and I'm gonna throw in a bonus. If you turn on this feature, you can copy and paste things that you have on your computer by hitting the Windows V, or if you have an Apple or a Mac product, it's Command Windows V. And you will be able to bring up your history of things that you pasted. You're welcome. As far as just adding a landing page to your website, that part is easy. And with ZipWP, they do have where you can just do a landing page as well. So now we see our temp website has become the main site. And now we're going to go look to make sure it looks like it was supposed to. And it looks amazing. Everything looks the same. All of the things, all of the items, it looks just like it did when it was over on the other site. So now that we have this part, the thing that I want to show you guys is how do you edit the pages? So you can edit them two ways. You can click on where it says public for Alicia, and you can click on the page you want to edit, like about or home. And then once you do that, up at the top, you'll see edit with Elementor. You have to edit with Elementor. If you don't, it's going to look weird. So make sure you're clicking on edit with Elementor, not just edit. Now that we have this, I'm going to exit out of that. Let's say I don't want it to say transform your public speaking. I want it to say transform your public experience or speaking experience. So now I can change that right in here. In this picture, if I don't like it, I would just click in the section that the picture is in. Whoops. Click on style, and there's the picture. And let's say for this, I want it to look different. So and you can go to media, you can upload, or you can search for pictures. So when I want this page to first open up, I really want it to be this real vibrant picture of people speaking up front. So now when I hit that, let me move some stuff. I'm gonna hit select, and now it changed the picture to be this instead. Transform your speaking. Now, in order for this to take into place, I have to hit this publish button. Once I hit publish, it's saved. And see how this one is the only one like this? I want these to all look kind of like a microphone too. So I'm going to change that to be this microphone. I think it's different. Nope, it's the same one. Okay, I need another microphone image. So I'm going to go over here to search and type in microphone. You can also upload your own pictures from wherever you want to. I need it to look kind of similar to the other one. But for purposes of this, the creator in me wants to fix everything right now. And I know I can't. So I'm going to insert this picture because it's the closest to what the other ones look like. But this is where you get to play around with it. You get to do all the things. So now that we've done this, I'm going to hit publish. Also on your site, if you click on this E in the top right or top left, go to exit. You have a way of being able to add other pages. There are so many things that you can do. But if you're looking for a basic website to just get started, this is the way to have your website up before tonight, the end of tonight. Now, with the pages, you can add several other pages later. Right here on the left, you can also add pages. So on the left, it says pages. That's where you can add pages. If you wanted to update your blog post, you would click on the one that says post. There's your blog post, and you can actually edit those. The left-hand side is like your menu bar. Everything you need is on the left or at the top. So on the left, if you wanted to add more users, you would click on users. You would hit add users. And now I'm going to add myself as a user. So I'm going to use info@bossencounters.net. And then I also need an email. So I'm going to make the username and the email the same. And for purposes of this, we're going to say Boss Encounters 1. I would never use that, but you have to confirm using. And this is where you can send them an email so they can sign up themselves. I don't like to send them an email. And now you can make them administrator, editor, author, subscriber, all of the different things. And then you would just hit add user. And now you have an additional user on this page. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and go back over to my, no, I exited out of my, I exited out of my presentation. Hold on, guys. I'm going to bring it back up. And then we're going to answer some questions before we call this a wrap. They are already turned on. You just have to set up the settings. So like I showed you where the post was at, that's where that resides. But there's also other things that you can do to be able to sign in and do what you need to do. There's tutorials out there on YouTube that will literally walk you through anything you need to do with ChatGPT. I mean, with your website. And if all else fails, you can even ask ChatGPT to help to walk you through step by step. And it literally will give you everything you need to be able to do the things that you need to. Chelsea, unfortunately, you'll have to watch the replay. There is no way I can catch you up on all the things. We went over a full website, but we will be answering a few of the questions before I finished this presentation. So now that we've went over that, I wanted to give you, we went over Hostinger, we went up how to set up the different things. Other things that you can do is set up your email address. We have your ZipWP. We went over importing. Now, these are the top 5 add-ons that you need to have on your website. SEO optimization tools, online booking and scheduling systems, which it already set up a booking site for you. It may not be the one that you want to use, but it does have a booking site. You want to integrate email marketing and analytics and tracking setup, as well as payment and e-commerce integrations. These are all things that you want to be able to do. So we want to build with you. Being able to help you set up what you've learned today is setting up hosting, installing WordPress, using AI to generate a site, and import that site in less than 30 minutes. So today only, some of you all are like, okay, this was fine and dandy and it sounds great, but Crystal, I need more information. I need more than that. And really, I need help on making it look great. So, what you will find, I have given a reduced price. It's normally $150 per consulting, but for today and for the rest of this month, I am offering $100 on your first hour of consulting. And within that hour, we can set up your website, help you how to install all of your things within that hour and get you to a good start. I'm going to drop in the chat the actual link for you to be able to use to do that. And you do have to use the code BOSS25. Hold on just 1 second. That code is good for you for a one-time use so that you can get all the things that you need done. And we will also be offering the SEO basics class. If you go to that same link, you can sign up for that class, which will be on Sunday, December 14th, so that you can get all of your information on SEO so that you're ready to make sure that your website runs well. I hope that you have enjoyed this presentation today. And if you have any questions, you're more than welcome to reach out to me on my business line or email or my website. So now that I've gotten over the basics, I'm going to come off of the presentation. And for all of you all that have questions, this is the time to ask your questions. Anyone?
You covered a lot of my questions already, so thank you. And the other question I was going to ask is the SEO portion, but you listed there you're going to be doing it in December, so I'll stay tuned for that.
Yes, we will have a free SEO class, and in the free SEO class, we go over all the things SEO, how to get it set up, how to make sure it's running on your site, and what tools will help you stay and rank higher every month. I can't guarantee top because there's always things going on, but yes, Miss Alicia.
Thank you, Crystal. This was great. I have a question about if someone went ahead and built their own website, could they get some SEO help in that time?
Absolutely. Whatever you want to talk about in that time, we can talk about. That is your hour. So if you want me to build out some pages within your WordPress, in your website, set up your SEO, set up whatever, that $100 is going to go towards your time, every business thing that I have to offer, which is a lot.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Anybody else?
I know you said Hostinger is great using WordPress, Crystal. My daughter is working with Webflow. So how does this different, like WordPress versus Webflow? I think that's what it is. She doesn't talk to me too much. She's, she's her own person.
So Webflow is amazing. I won't talk about Webflow, but what I will say about Webflow, it's limited in the things that you can do. And they charge you for adding on certain services like your store or adding in your booking site or doing certain HTML. They won't allow it on their site. So WordPress is like having HTML on steroids, and they found a way to plug and play. So you're not having to do it all by yourself. Webflow is, and I've transferred people away from Webflow because it was just limiting to them. But you do have to know that with everything, if you like using Webflow, there is a plugin that you can install on WordPress that can flow like Webflow. So WordPress is flexible and it'll allow you to do a lot more things.
And that's what I thought. I was just curious because she's doing that. I don't know what she does, but I know she uses it. Okay. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anybody else have?
I'm not ready for anything yet, but I don't know if Judy told you that, but we're working towards it. All my
Well, I
surgeries
look
have gotten
forward
in
to
the
it.
way of doing much of anything, so I'm hoping 2026 is the year.
I'm hoping that that's the year for a lot of people, a lot of businesses being elevated, especially ones that are faith-based.
Yep. Yep. I hope so too. Well,
Anybody else?
this was very helpful. Thank you very much.
Thank
Yep.
you.
It's a lot to take it. Like I have never done it. I paid people to do this for me in my previous occupation. So I was trying to keep up, but it does, I did understand. I took good notes.
Well, I'm glad you were here and glad you took notes, and you'll get the replay as well just for signing up.
Right.
So as soon as I can get the replay out, everyone that signed up for this event, the replay will be available within the next hour.
Now, when did you start doing this? This was
I have been doing
2018, you said?
2018.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I've been building websites since about 2005, but I made it an actual business in 2018.
Oh, wow. That's so funny. Who did you build websites for then?
All kinds of people. I built for a hockey chiropractor in Tulsa. I've built for businesses in Dallas. I've built over 350 different websites.
Wow. Wow. So I guess God led you to this then.
Yes.
Yeah, but yep. No more accounting. Just for your own business.
Yes.
Oh,
Anyone else with questions?
thank you.
All right, well, we got 2 minutes left, and I want to be true to the time of the 1 hour mark so that anyone that wants to tune in to the replay will be available. I have dropped in the chat the link for anyone that would like to do some consulting about their website for an hour. That hour, again, can be used in setting up your website, setting up SEO, installing Calendly, which is a local, it's an app that will integrate with your website, or even if you have a course in mind, we can build that out in that hour that we meet.
I have a stupid question. I saved the chat. How do I get to the chat then?
It should be in your documents, and you should see it there. You're so welcome, Miss Katina. I'm glad that you tuned in. But yes, if you go to your documents after this, you should see Zoom. And then when you go to Zoom and you look at the date, it's going to have your chat saved in there.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Anybody else? Miss Alicia, I see you came off of your phone video is on. So did you have another question? Well, ladies, and I don't know if there was any gentlemen, but anyone that watches the replay, I hope you have enjoyed this hour where we have enhanced your life with resources, and hopefully you will log in next month to see our SEO as well.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Happy
You're
Thanksgiving.
welcome. You all, the same to you, and I will see you all at the next Business Boss Encounters video that we offer. Have a
Okay.
great afternoon or evening at this point. Bye bye.